What's up guys, in this video we're going to cover how to design email campaign in Figma for your Klaviyo email marketing, and we're going to design this exact same email campaign that you can just like export easily on your Klaviyo account and therefore send email campaigns that will increase the revenue of your Shopify store. So first of all, how to create this blank canvas where you can create your email campaigns. When you open your Figma and create an account, you will have a window like this. All you have to do is click on new design file and you will have this whole blank canvas where you can create and design your email campaigns. So first of all, when we are creating an email campaign, we have to prepare some things. You need to have your logo and you need to have your color palette. So we always have this one frame which is from the brand assets. In this example, it contains logo and colors. So if you want to have it like this, you will just click on the F button, which stands for create a new frame. And you will just like drag it like this, and now you will just copy and paste your logo here. You can import it and stuff like that. When you want to import your colors, you will click the R button, you will hold shift. I'm holding shift because if I don't hold shift, you can see how it's not 1:1 ratio. If you hold shift, you can just like keep it 1:1, and then you will just duplicate these three rectangles. I'm holding the Alt button, and with my left click you can see how it's duplicated, and you can do this for any element on your Figma file. So just hold the Alt and it's like that. So cool. Now you will just import here on the right side where you see the fill what are the colors of your brand, so that you can have these ready when you are designing your emails, and you can just like pick the colors and make your email in the same style as your brand. So I will delete this frame and let's get started with designing the email. So the first thing you want to do is to create the frame of the email. The frame is that main rectangle where we are designing our email. So I have clicked the F button on my keyboard and I'm drawing something like this. And now on the right side where you see the layout and you see the width, click on the width like this and set this as 600 pixels. I always recommend you to go with 600 pixels. We found it as a best practice when we are designing and afterwards exporting it to the Klaviyo. So now that we have this frame, we're just going to expand it in the height a little bit, something like this. So I just want to make it a similar size to the one that I have created. The height doesn't matter. The height is of course depending on how long you want your email to be, but the width you always want to have it as 600 pixels. Then the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to create this announcement bar. This is really good because it helps with increasing the AOV. Now I'm clicking the R button, which stands for the rectangle. Then I'm just going to drag this thing. Awesome. So now we have our announcement bar. Now I'm going to change the color of it. All I have to do is to click on that announcement bar, and now you can click on this fill rectangle, which is the color of this rectangle. And when you click with the left click, and here on the bottom you can select this color picker, and you can just like pick the color that we have already prepared. So just like this, and we have our color here. So the next thing I want to do is to add the text to it. I'm just going to click the T button on my keyboard, just like this, and I'm going to type in the text which says free shipping on orders over $80. Cool. So now you always want to center this horizontally and vertically. To do that, we're just going to group these two things. Once again, I'm just going to select the text and this rectangle and then click on the Control G. On the Mac keyboard, that's Command G, right? So now we have these two things grouped. Now when I click on the text like this, you can see on the right side, there's options positions. You can click on this, and you can see how it's aligned vertically and horizontally. So now all I have to do is to increase the font size a little bit. Let's say something like this, 18. Cool. And I'm going to again position vertically and horizontally. You can also do this with the keyboard shortcut if you want to speed up things. I'm just going to change the font so that it matches the font on the left side. I'm just going to select the Letto, and it's semi-bold. As you can see, we're going to set this as well as the semi-bold. Cool. So now we have our announcement bar. Also, the thing that we want to do here is to change the background of the email. You can see the background is not white. I'm going to select the frame. The fill of the whole frame is basically the color of the background of your email. And I'm going to click again on this, then again on the color picker and select our color. Awesome. So cool. So now the next thing that we have to do is to add the logo to the email. I'm just going to click on the copy and then click on the frame so that this logo is pasted within the frame. I'm just going to paste it like this. Then I'm going to again position it horizontally. Cool, nice. The next thing that we have to do is to create this image, but it has to be in this kind of mirror frame. We're going to use the tool called pen on the Figma. So just press the button P and you will see that your cursor changes like this. Then we are going to create our vector. So click here. If you want your line to be a straight line, you just have to hold a shift and you can see how it gets straight like this. And I'm just going to click here again, then click here, then click here, and then click here. Well, nice. We're just going to center that horizontally as well. So now what we have to do is that we have to make this curved shape at the top. I'm just going to double click on this vector that I have created. And you can see in the middle of it, there's like this one point. And when you click and hold it, I'm holding shift now as well. You can see how it gets up and it, let's say this is the height of it, something like that. And that's it. So now I have to make this top part curved like it is on this example. So how are we going to do that? I'm just going to hold my control button, which is on the Mac command. All you have to do is left mouse button click on this point. The width of this part is like bigger. You can see these hooks on the end. I'm just going to get one hook. And while I'm holding the shift, you can see how it expands on the both sides. Let's go something like this. And we're just going to expand this a little bit more. I'm once again holding the shift so it goes straight. And that's it. We have something that is identical to the one on the left side. Nice. So now the next thing that we have to do is that we have to import the image within this frame. You have to click on this button which says fill. And now that we have this, we have to import our image in this frame. We are going to click on this fill button, and here it's the third option which says the image. Click on the image, and now you're going to select what is the image that you want to have in this shape, right? So I have selected my image, and the next thing that we want to do is you can see how this shape has white borders, and to achieve the same, you're just going to click on your image and you can see where it says stroke. You're just going to change the color. In this example, it's white color. So I want to have the white color, which stands for FFF. Click on the enter. And you want to increase the width of the border. Let's say it's 4. In this example, yeah, it's 4. So now we have the border of it. The next thing that we have regarding this shape, you can see how it has this detail on the bottom. So we're going to add a rectangle on the bottom. So click on the R button to create the rectangle, and then you're just going to drag something like this and then drag it across the image like this. Nice. So then we are going to pick this color. Let's take this color, and it's this one, and just like get it here. Awesome. So then the next thing that we have to do is to add the text on this image. I'm just going to click on the T button like this, and I'm going to write glow enter with ice. Then we're just going to position it like this. So now you can see this one is extra bold. Select what's the width of your text that you want to go for. So it's extra bold. And as well, you can see this one has glow and ice in the italic style. We're just going to select the glow like this, and we're just going to click Control I. There it is. And we're just going to do the same for the ice. Again, Control I. And then the next thing that we want to do here is that you can see we have this rectangle, which is kind of a transition in the email. We're just going to click once again on the R button. You can see it's 600 pixels, and we are going to drag it a little bit below like this. And now we want to send this to the back because the image is in the front side. You're going to do that by right click and then going to the send to back. We're just going to select the color of this one, again fill, then color palette, and this. Then we have to set the button. First of all, you're going to draw another rectangle. So R button and something like this. Let's pick the color of it. And now to add that radius around the button, we're just going to modify this field. Let's see what is the radius in this example. It's 24. So I'm just going to click on that one and just type in here 24. And there we are. Then we want to add the text to it. I'm just going to click on the T and I'm just going to write shop now. So now we want to group the text and this rectangle, which makes it a button so that you can move it across the email. You're just going to select these both things and then Control G. Align this vertically, and there we go. It's going to make this lowercase like this, for example, and that's it. Then we have the text here. You again click on the T and you just write the text. I'm just going to copy and paste this one because so we don't waste time on this. And you can see how this part is bolded and underlined. To achieve that, you're just going to select any text and press Ctrl U for the underline. And if you want to make it bolded, you're just going to press the Ctrl B like this. Cool. Whenever you're not satisfied, you just like click on the Ctrl Z, which is basically the undo option. Then we have to put these products on the bottom. First, we have this one, Ice Glow Cube. So first of all, I will create this text. I'm pressing the T button and I'm writing viral on TikTok. So let's check what is the font size. It's 16. The color is this one. Then we have Ice Glow Cube. Let's add that one. You're just going to hold the Alt to duplicate it once again. And we have Ice Glow Cube. What is the size? It's 25. Let's set it as 25. Then we want to add an image here. So you're just going to drag and drop your images. I have this ready, so I will just drag it here like this. Something like that. And that's it. Cool. So we're just going to move it a little bit left like this. And now you can see how these images have this radius. And to add that, we're just going to click on our image. Then we're going to click on this stroke. We're just going to select the color of that. It is this one. Like this. 2 pixels wide like this. And then the radius, which is 12. Decrease it like this. And nice. Awesome. And then we have to add the button of this, which is this one. And we're just going to reduce it a little bit because this button should be smaller like this. Then position this horizontally and vertically, and there we go. So now we have our first product. We're not going to waste our time on all the other. I'm just going to copy and paste them. Copy, click on the frame and paste. Then again, copy these two and click on the frame and go paste. And there we are. We have our products here. We just want to align them like this, and that's it. Cool. Then the last part of the email is to add these trust seals on the bottom. I always recommend you to have these because it's really important. They help you with increasing your credibility and trust and helps you communicate your offer much easier. To add that, we have this first rectangle, which is like this. Then you have to get the color of it. It's this one. Then we have to paste the logo here. Get the logo. Then we have this one line. I will press the L button to draw that line. So once again, if you're not holding shift, it goes like this. If you hold shift, it goes straight line. As you can see, this color is not fully black. It has the opacity is 30%. I'm just going to copy this color and paste it here. And then we are going to set the opacity like that. So cool. Then we have to position these trust seals. I use the tool called Flat Icon for this. And to achieve that, you're just going to get the icons from whatever service you're using. And you're just going to paste it like this. Then I'm just going to write the text. In this example, it's 2-day delivery. Something like this. We're just going to again align this like this, and that's it. So now I'm not going to add these all icons. You see how it's done. I'm going to delete this one and just copy and paste all these icons so we can have them ready. And that's it. And the same goes for the footer. You just want to drag this rectangle. It's another color, and you just have to position it like this. Change the color of it. And then you have, again, you can get the icons from the Flat Icon or any other service. I'm just going to set them here. And you're just going to write the text. You always want to have this unsubscribe feature, and that's it. So that's it. We have created this exactly same email, which is for the skincare niche, and it's designed based on the best principles. You always want to have this button above the fold. You want to have the image. You want to have a clear headline which communicates the benefit. And if you like to work with my agency where we would help you create emails for you and your ads and your landing pages, check the link down below. And if you want to learn how to export these exact emails to Klaviyo step by step so that they look identical and that they are based on the best practice, check this next video that I have on the end screen.